Hold on, let me get my profile going here also. Give me just a second here, guys. Sorry, I didn't quite have it set up perfectly. All right, looks like we are live on everything. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, just getting my morning cardio session done. Of course, I'm triple streaming on everything. I'm on the tubes, I'm on both Facebooks. Just trying to get this done, and I'm hoping we get a nice, lively chat with plenty of lovely people in here and some great conversations while I basically just knock out some cardio this morning, right? That's the general idea. Guess I'll put the Amazon list up for everybody here. Get that flowing. And yeah, so it'll take everyone a minute to get in here and get some conversations. But once they're going, they tend to get going. It's a Sunday morning. So I'm predicting we'll get a decent little crowd maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Already getting some viewers on the tubes coming in. A few people kind of peeking in. We'll just let it run here, see how it goes. And yeah, weekend though, we'll probably get some entertaining questions, that's for sure. Right. Never fails to entertain. Or at least we have that much going. All right. At least we have that much. I'm going to hit that community tab though too to make sure it shows up in the tab. And that'll also help. And, so we get some of the regulars, that also helps too. The regulars tend to come in, they engage, they like, and then that kicks it out and everyone's stuff. There we go, that first like coming in. And maybe the Facebook will pick up too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, fasted cardio. Got almost a whole pot of coffee in already. So I'm fully caffeinated. Going to burn through a little body fat. Off day from training. I might do a few cable press downs. Band press downs for my triceps though. We'll see. All right. We'll just see how that goes. Oh, I didn't hit the community tab post. I started it, I didn't press the enter button. Ooh, we lost that first like, someone took it away. Haters gonna hate. All right. Hey Jason, what are your views on Leo and longevity? I'm not gonna have anything nice to say. Complete ignoramus ass clowns who made hate videos about me came to my channel acting really weird, trolling me, and I told him to get out of there. And then he admitted later, in his words, I guess Blaha isn't as autistic as I thought he was. He realized I was trolling. Blocked him from my channel. He made hate videos about me. Silly goofball who lied about his past lifts. Claimed that lifting weights was bad for longevity, and he died young. Does that sum it up? Skinny non-lifter, out of shape, claimed he used to have amazing lifts, but he stopped lifting because it would hurt his longevity, and then he died at like 30 years old. So I would go out on a limb and say, complete ass clown. Probably don't want to listen to his advice. Is that pretty good to sum it up? No, I'm not going to speculate that other people and slander people and things like that. I could really care less, quite frankly, what Tony had to do with it or not. I just don't care. There were accusations by some people because the guy had popped off at me, though, that I might have paid, which was stupid. Like, that came around, too. It was a silly rumor. Like, you were stupid. You know? But, yeah. I could care less if Tony did. Honestly, I just don't care. Oh man. Obviously, I don't. No, we didn't have beef. He literally. Okay, let me explain how this works. Beef is when two people have a back and forth. When one person just attacks another and they block them and tell them to F off and ignore them, that's not called a beef. That's called one person just trying to start a fight. Yeah. So hopefully that explains that. So I don't think you understand what beefing means. All right, we got enough stuff for my profile. I just want to get a reel for the morning there. Afternoon, Coach. What's up, David? Maybe he was taking too many drugs. He might have been. I mean, he had some weird, stupid ideas. So I don't know what you mean by he came off very well read. He came across as someone who did not know what they were talking about. Again, tried to claim that lifting weights was bad for longevity. Like, what more do you need to know scientifically at that point? Look at all the data of all the health benefits to lifting weights. So again, that should have been the dead giveaway that he probably really had no idea what he was talking about. He was just another crazy person. I mean, people can sound well read. I mean, perfect example, I have people who come and tried to argue with me on, I don't have any advice on starting a fitness channel in this environment. Patrick, the only way you're going to break through in the fitness channel in this environment is to basically just juice your brains out and get super shredded, do tons of training. Like, that's the only thing that's going to blow you up in this environment since you didn't start a long time ago. Drugs. And accept that you're going to shave 30 years off your life. If you want my tube channel, the tube is not my primary outreach anymore. I don't have any unique content on here. I'm literally streaming on Facebook too right now. Yeah, drugs and stupidity, that's the winning formula. But I mean, examples of, people sounding well-read who really aren't. I mean, just like on my page yesterday, I had someone come through on my Facebook page, right? And they're trying to argue with me that I'm wrong about certain stuff with various inflammation and VATs, right? They gave me this whole long spiel. They wrote a whole page, and they started off with explaining that linoleic acid converts to arachidonic acid in humans, and therefore it increases inflammation, blah, blah, blah. That sounds really well read, right? But they're not. What they were referring to was a hypothetical pathway that was found in rodents 20 years ago. It wasn't tested in humans, and a lot of people wrote books about it and diet books about why grains were bad, why omega-6 fats were bad, right? So they were talking about linoleic acid. Well, what turns out when it was studied later in humans, we've done this for well over a decade, right? So they're not well read. They take little snippets. So well read would be that you went and followed up on all the data for the next 20 years, where it was studied in humans, and we find repeatedly that higher linoleic acid intakes in humans reduce inflammation. There's either a neutral effect or a mild anti-inflammatory effect in spite of any conversion into arachidonic acid. Okay, so let's get back over these other questions. Let me check Facebook. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. I'm on the tubes and I'm on Facebook both. Thanks for stopping through, brother. Jason, I'm trying to rebuild back to a 220 kilogram squat. I'm currently at a 200 kilo squat, but my waist is 39 inches. Whew. 6 foot 215. Do you reckon it's too unhealthy to keep bulking a few more months? Man, honestly, a 39 inch waist, I wouldn't bulk anymore. I mean, Because again, like you said, how old are you? You know, it's probably not worth it because you're going to diet the fat off later anyway. So I'm going to say no. Why don't you just build back to the 220 now while staying at that weight? Patrick said, I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but it's true. So, yep. How's the toe going? Yeah, I ran yesterday, review. I did the vlog on Facebook and I put up the run data. No, it's fine. It didn't cause me any problems. Your knowledge in nutrition and fitness is PhD level by sound of it. Very advanced. Thank you. Appreciate it. John Fisher says, I'm 29 years old. Yeah, man, I would just caution you against bulking any heavier if you don't have to. Jason, do you ever use ChatGPT? No. It's a very useful tool to use for your AI. No, did you see the studies on people who use too much AI of the impact on their brain activity? It is not looking good so far. Six foot, 215 with a 39 waist seems very misshapen. Yeah, it seems kind of portly. You don't see Coach walking around with no 39-inch waist. Let me be clear. I didn't have a 39-inch waist even when I was like 240, squatting 600 pounds. Just context. I was still under that. That's pretty, yeah. You're getting a little portly, bro. Are you familiar with Broderick Chavez? Do you like him? I'm actually very familiar with Broderick's work. I agree with a lot of what he says about anabolics. Like, honestly, I think a lot of his takes are actually pretty reasonable. You know, if that's the area you're delving into. Not saying I agree 100% with everything he says, but I do think he will generally steer you in the right direction there. Hey, Patrick, we don't care about any of that nonsense. So try to keep it to fitness-related topics. We don't care that some dude with an AI girlfriend. That's not fitness-related. Are you still bros with Lewis Whitlock? He was my favorite podcast guest of yours. Yeah, we're still friends. Hey, Rufio, none of you guys ever sent me the link to that thing, though. I have no idea where you can find it because I can't copy stuff from this chat for some reason. So I still never found that stream you were talking about. I haven't had time. If you guys wanted, you could like link it somewhere or the name of it, even in a video comment. All right. Do you recommend any good books or influencers in terms of gear knowledge? I don't know about all that. I know Dave. Dave originally asked me to review his original documentary that I did years ago, the Under Construction. He sent me a link. Again, Dave can be good information, but again, you're getting into the very hardcore gear abuse side at that point, and I'm not going to advocate for people using anywhere near the sort of doses Dave used or a lot of those circles advocate. I'm not saying Dave isn't pretty smart with a lot of it. I'm just not going to be a fan of people abusing gear to that extreme. Or your live runs? Yeah, I'm only doing them on Facebook. I'm working on getting this channel basically in shadow banned, and that means no extraneous content. That's the most important thing. So no more than 3 pieces of content, and I can't waste one of my 3 slots on a running blog. Yeah. All right. Were you ever friends with Louis and Marco? Yeah. No, Louis gave me a lot of advice. Hey, Dave, I don't feel like trying to explain what a shadow is. You can go Google it. Like, again, that's not a fitness-related thing. Basically, what you see, though, I don't get huge views like I used to. All right, my videos should all be getting thousands of views. All right. Who's your opinion on the greatest powerlifter of all time? I don't think I have one. I mean, people would say Cohen or John Hack or whatever, but we just have this newest phenomenon right now, pulling crazy numbers. And, yeah, I'm not doing YouTube shorts because I think that they're killing my outreach too. So you're going to get 3 pieces of content a day. One of them will generally be this cardio life. And I'm going to see if that will push the numbers back up. But that means there's nothing unique on the tubes. So everything is cross-posted. Yeah, Realtor doesn't need excessive gear. I agree, Ryan. Guys who are not competing at a really high level, like anything over 500-600 milligrams a week is just extraneous. It's excessive. All right. And notice you skip back Beruvia. Are you even watching all of it? Were you really watching all 7, 8 of those videos every day? So you'll get, but here's the thing. This YouTube channel, when it was at its peak, I only made 3 videos a day, and this channel made like $5,000 every month just in ad revenue. So 3 pieces of content is enough if I can get everything hitting again. Does DECA make you anxious and paranoid? What does the you mean? So I need specific terms. By you, do you mean Jason Blaha, or are you talking as a general statement? No, I don't think trend is associated with paranoia. I think DECA is more associated with paranoia than trend. Trend's more associated with irritability and aggression. To my understanding, nandrolone is more likely to cause paranoia than trend. I wear glasses too, Jason. I work from home. Also, do you have any tips for health? No, I don't have any. Eat a balanced, healthy diet. That's it. Must get a decent passive income by getting a Facebook account. So watch the lives run. I stopped using Facebook ages ago. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I get passive on that stuff. I have videos from 10, 12 years ago that still make money every month. I always heard you say trend that makes always paranoid. Well, that's not necessarily fully what paranoia is. It's a certain insecurity. Yeah, I've heard of that with guys too. Trend causes a lot of mental issues. I don't advocate it, by the way. So even when I have clients who ask me about that, I steer them away from it. It's just not worth it. The mental or the physical side effects, in my opinion, for 99% of guys, it's just simply not worth it. I get it if you're competing in certain things. I would even say, well, if you're breaking world records in powerlifting, but John Hack was breaking world records in powerlifting without trim. He admitted to, test VAR master on. Was the Holly Home video your highest earner? No, absolutely not. It made almost nothing because of it being so short. Highest paying video ever, probably my ice cream fitness 5x5. Rich Piana Death Cycle, number 2 behind it. And then on my Pew Pew channel, my review of the 32-page FBI ballistics report. All of those made thousands and thousands of dollars. Like even that last one I listed from the Pew Pew channel made $3,500. Right. I probably made $4,000 off the Rich Piana Death Cycle video. Especially when he died, it blew back up. Because I made it 6 months before he passed. So that video exploded after that. Do you still do? No, Rufy, I will not relaunch the Pew Pew channel. Can we stop with that? I don't need to explain this to you again. Okay. I've already told you why it will never happen. Multiple reasons. All right. Do you still do specific grip trainings at night needed with pull-ups? No, I still. Well, I mean, perfect example. Friday I did axle bar rows, so I'm working those back in. That's grip specific. It excites your nervous system so much you can't even sleep properly to repair. Yeah, that's a factor too. Transomnia is real. Yeah. Ryan over in the Facebook. Yeah, I agree with that. The average lifter doesn't need excessive gear at all. David says, "What's up, Coach?" What's up, David? I mean, no, he probably already is, but that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I need to put the word troll in the filter, actually, so you guys can't even say it in the chats. My toe's fine, dude. I ran just fine yesterday on the vlog. Hey, Inspired. We don't need to go into all that. But I'm familiar with the situation with Rawls. Yeah. Scott says your cardiovascular health seems top notch. And then full body workouts would wipe me out. Yeah, I mean, it's all good though, dude. Well, I mean, I do lots of cardio. If you could pick one fitness YouTuber to collab with, who would it be? Hattie James Fitness. Right? I don't want to hang out with a bunch of dudes. Yeah. No offense, but you know. Right. Yes, Scott, cardio is on point, actually. I don't measure my heart rate, which your heart rate while running in between 170 and 180 when running. I don't measure it. I just run. I'm inspired. Well, plus I'm on Facebook. I'm streaming in multiple platforms, and Facebook is pretty strict about drug talk. So, and that's my main platform. I get more questions in the YouTube fitness, but Facebook is my primary platform. What are you weighing in, Coach? You already know. If I haven't listed an official weight drop, we're still 209. Yeah. But Rufio, you're definitely right. He's definitely one. Especially with it being a brand new account. Yeah, no, Facebook's the highest paying social media in existence, unless you count OnlyFans. Nobody competes with Facebook. YouTube doesn't compete with Facebook. Let's just put him in timeout. We already know. You should make drug talk content. I agree. Just generally what I do. I do consultations. So there's your thing, Inspired. I do consultation calls. They're $100 an hour. I do geared consultations, including looking at your blood work, everything. So if you need to pick my brain, this is literally a paid service I offer. Right, literally a paid service. Batman. Hey, what's the best exercise tonight? Get injured back. Thanks, Coach Bruce Wayne. I'm gonna say reverse hyperextensions. Right, and I consider that if you know if you are Bruce Wayne, um, why you'd be concerned with that. You know, after that whole situation. What's his name? Oh, Bruce. You know, got his back borked. He got that borked back. Definitely reverse hyperextensions. Be my advice. Just hit like, forgot to do so earlier. Appreciate it, man. Inspired, why would you? Okay, so you're basically a goofball weirdo. Inspired. Oh man. Where do these people come from? I'm sorry, but that's a sign. Like your whole post there is just a sign of serious mental illness. You know? Even being a fan of Genova at all is a sign that you're very mentally ill. All right. Ryan ever says full body workouts are legit. Yep. I have Ryan doing them. And that scale's just going down while strength is going up. Ryan, you're down, what, 90 pounds now? Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at them, Rufio. They're getting all crazy in here. Are you going to fight crying? So Bane, aka Mark Bell. I don't know that. I don't think Mark Bell's really Bane. I mean, Mark's got his good and his bad. Like, I don't like hate Mark Bell or anything. Let's be clear. I think some of his goofy extreme diet stuff is not good, but I don't actually like dislike Mark. So let me be clear on that. It's not like I see Mark Bell as some bad, horrible person. All right. So I just really disagree with the extreme bad diet advice. You know, but I don't think like Mark Bell is some awful human being or something. Like I don't think he's some bad person or anything like that. You know, just silly. But I really don't like the whole carnivore push and the sugar dice. Like, dude, come on. So this is not helping people. Ryan says, yep, 90 pounds of fat, right? I mean, you're bigger and stronger than you were 90 pounds heavier. So, you know, that is how it works. We know it's all fat. I think we all agree with that, right? You have a guy who is 320 pounds, cuts to 230, still cutting, and is stronger. Do we all agree that that's 100% fat loss? What's the best machine exercise? Assume for lower back, I'm going to go with the reverse hyper. Do you drink tap water? I drink tap water. Now, I'm not concerned with fluoride in water. I'm really not. I mean, I keep bottled water sometimes for emergencies, but I generally drink tap water. I flavor it. Your Bruce Wayne is the real Bruce Wayne, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is Jim Gordon. Right? I don't know about all that. You guys are silly. Let's see. Drop your likes, guys. Tell them, Rufio. Tell them. If you get those likes up. I got behind on schedule here. I have some other stuff I got to get done. I may not get to do this live very long. But, you know, we can accept that sometimes. So, all right, guys. I may go ahead and hop out of here. I might be able to squeeze another live in today in place of an informative. Maybe, I can't guarantee it though. But let me hop out of here. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. So thank you. Love you guys. I may be back later.